Welcome back to Neston Express. We have another exciting session today with a true superstar in the world of docking stations. So please join me in welcoming Curtis Larry, founder and CEO of Hextronics. With a passion for robotics and product development, Curtis started Hextronics in early 2020, and he has been perfecting the design of battery exchanging drone stations ever since. And as the results speak for themselves, his fleet of docking stations is taking the market by storm. So welcome, Kurt. How are you?
Thank you, Vaishali. And so it's a pleasure to finally meet you in person. We started talking like 2.5 years ago.
Right.
Look where we are today.
Definitely. All right, so let's dive into the questions. Can you give us the inside scoop of Hextronics' fleet of docking stations, fleet and being specific? So can you tell us more about their powers, starting with the Hextronics Atlas and the newly launched Universal?
Sure. Yeah, so the Atlas works for the DJI M300. It performs battery swapping, and it houses up to 8 batteries. We charge them all just with the standard DJI battery charger, and then within the unit, it's a small unit, fits within the bed of a pickup truck, and with it, it is weatherproof and very impact resistant, and it has the capability to also house the unit and perform compressor-based cooling, which is some of the most advanced cooling and powerful available.
Right. I mean, we should spend a little more time about talking about the battery swap capability of the Atlas. Definitely, there's not a lot of other docking stations in the market that can do so. So how much downtime does it reduce? Could you just give more insights on that? Because I'm sure a lot of use cases would require the drones to be up and running immediately as soon as it lands. So yes, could you share more light about the battery swapping capability of the Atlas?
Sure. So our battery swapping enables nearly continuous flight. It enables the drone to return back to the nest, swap the battery under 5 minutes with a hot swap, and then back up in the air, ready to go on the next mission. And so it does enable quite a variety of missions with mapping, covering a large area within a short amount of time. That's one of the strongest use cases for the M300.
Right. And how is it different from your newly launched Universal? So what's new at that?
Sure. So the Atlas 300 is completely developed for industrial users and first responders. And so the Atlas has gone through rigorous testing and been really exposed to a new level of product development and quality assurance. And so with this system, we've learned a tremendous amount in the deployment of such an industrial solution that we are bringing to the Universal. The Universal itself, similar to how we had the Hex truck for the Global, we also have Hex truck for Universal. Except this time, instead of being on the bed of the truck, it mounts to the roof of the vehicle, or it can also mount on a standard, on the stand, just on the floor about 3 feet up. And moving forward, the Universal, similar with our other products, does perform battery swapping as well for the Mavic 3 and Anafi USA drones, as well as battery charging for those as well. And all within the system, weight is starting below 80 pounds, so under 40 kilo. And with it, all of it is continued with our HVAC cooling and integrated compute as well.
That sounds, awesome. So moving on, Hextronics Atlas, as I know, has already been deployed for some really cool applications. So could you shed some more light on the applications that it is being deployed for, and what are the gaps it is filling with the current solutions?
Sure. So currently, as an industrial problem solver, the Atlas right now is deployed for some of the most critical infrastructure when it comes to transportation and energy. And so with these two solutions, it's really fulfilling necessary inspection routines that have to be accomplished either by a team of people or with some specialized equipment. And the M300, with its various payloads and with the capability to control it through flight now, on routine, does end up saving these agencies time, money, and manpower when it comes to actually performing these routine inspections that they have to do in order to maintain high levels of security within their operations.
Yes, routine operations, and I'm sure for both energy as well as the transportation use case, it's going to be very popular out there. So another popular question that we usually get is the maintenance. Maintenance is like changing the oil in your dock. So how often does the Hextronics docking stations need a tune-up in there?
So, and along with our manual, our standard operating procedure for maintenance on the Atlas, some simple routines is changing some of the filters for the HVAC, ensuring that the cooling is operating at full capacity, ensuring that all of the mechanisms within the unit are well oiled and greased, and just ensuring that no dust or FOD has come into the system upon drone landing. Then again, with it is a very compact and enclosed system that is protected from a variety of different weather conditions, and especially even when the drone is landing, it's protected. But that's just in accordance with our routine maintenance schedule that occurs anywhere between 3 to 6 months.
That sounds comfortable. So regulatory compliance is like a game of red light, green light for drone operators. So how does the Hextronics Atlas help them stay in the green and avoid getting tagged out?
Yeah, exactly. And so things like this does come along with our great partners that have helped us complete the entire solution.
Right.
When it comes to airspace detect and avoid, Iris has a very powerful system with their Cassia G, and as well as a parachute providers such as Drone Rescue Systems and AVSS, who have a very beautiful bracket design that enables our system to be completely compliant with all necessary BVLOS requirements.
That sounds right. So, okay, fine. This is the last question, Kurt. So let's talk about the future. Are you planning to release any new docking stations? What can we expect from Hextronics moving forward?
You can expect us to continue with what we've got and really keep bringing them. So we see extreme scale, extreme growth in users, use cases, and really have these systems really enable what we see as aerial autonomy with Flight Now.
Thank you so much, Kurt, for your time today. It was great speaking with you. This is the last episode of NextGen Express. So see you soon, everyone, again. All right. Peace out.
Peace out.